What's up, everybody? Happy Monday, August 26th.
Happy New Year.
Oh, wrong. Happy New Year.
Happy new football season.
Happy new NFL New Year. The post game is upon us, and we're down to the final 53, and we're going to talk about it tonight. I mean, I would play it. We would get
demonetized. No. You know how expensive that is? So I found this out, right? So
you got the soundbite?
Because I got to bring everything back to pro wrestling. So this past weekend was AEW's All-In pay-per-view. Bryan Danielson comes out. His original theme music back when he was in ROH and they were trying to get away with that was the Final Countdown. So do you know that every time they play that, it costs them $200,000?
I mean, hey, copyright.
They played it. Literally, it came out because the previous pay-per-view, they had this thing called Anarchy in the Arena where like they were all just like screaming to the night, no, play my music. And finally Danielson gets played the greatest theme song of all time. And they play the Final Countdown. They're fighting through the music.
Mm-hmm.
And then suddenly one of the guys who's an actual EVP of the company grabs the mic and goes, hell no, cut that off. That costs us $200,000 every time we play it.
It's like running a commercial. Gotta play that nonsense, man.
But $200,000, it is one of the most expensive songs to license. I don't know why. I don't know how.
The Final Countdown is?
Yes, it is. It legitimately is one of the most expensive songs to license.
Wow.
I don't know how. But I always thought that was like odd that song costs that much money. Like whoever signed that deal was a genius.
If you've ever seen, isn't it the group? Hold on. Europe. So, if you ever seen the movie Hot Rod?
I feel like I have, but
I know you've seen it, Dev.
Here's the thing, Dev, you're muted.
You talking about with the boy in it from the curly hair guy from the Paul Rudd, where he's I love you, man. His brother.
God, it somehow ties back to Paul Rudd, doesn't it?
He plays his brother in I Love You, Man. That he plays in that cop comedy series.
Yes.
Yeah. Hot Rod. He's a stunt man.
Let me say yes.
Yeah,
so that whole soundtrack, all the sound on that movie is done by Europe. The same thing. Pretty funny. It's actually a really good soundtrack. Go check it out.
I'll check that at work tomorrow.
Phil Bullock, what's up, dude? Hold on. Trying to get everyone in here in the old Washington Football Addicts Facebook group.
And see, some people on YouTube wonder why we don't just immediately get to the shit. Not everybody gets here on time. We don't get here on time.
We have a big group to manage, and we try to get everyone involved. And it's the off season, so people are, it's the off season for everyone, not just us. Off season for them too. So people are slowly starting to get in the swing of things. And it's okay. It's all good. We appreciate anyone who tunes in. But Phil Bullock, thank you for joining. That was us. Cody, what did you tell? Raise mother hell. That's right.
Phil Bullock's other comment.
No, we ain't on Black Hill. We on CTP time. We on command this time. That's how we classify it. CTP time. Michael Underwood, left hand up. That actually made it on the Pat McAfee show today, if you didn't know that.
Pat McAfee's always been a big fan of that one.
Yeah.
Like, they boosted that song last year.
Cheers, everyone. The snare on the 4 needs more verb. I think he's talking to Dev. I don't know.
He's talking to me because I was doing the song.
Oh. Mr. Titan, what's up, everyone? Check out, so what's up, boys? Check out Mr. Titan. I know he's a fellow content creator, but he's one of our friends of the show. We hope to host him when he comes in town, when the Commanders host the Titans later in the year. That would be sweet. Although, Mr. Titan, we got our deal with the team for the Panthers game for the discounted ticket, so I apologize, but we hope to see you anyways. Rivers Reese, sup? How you doing? And Jimmy Lee with the final grat. final greeting. What up, Jets? Yeah, man, we like the black. I'm a big fan of black uniforms. Some people are not. They think it's the stupidest thing ever, but mine's over there. My black jersey's over there. Dev's is on right now. I love the black uniforms, man. People are like, oh, it's stupid. What would be cool, though, is if they inverted the colors. So, yes, the Steelers' Color Rush uniforms are similar to ours. Color Rush, right? If they took the letters, made them all burgundy, and made a yellow outline, that would differentiate between us and them. That's all you need to do. Done. I'm a huge fan of black jerseys. A lot of people say they look trash, whatever, but a lot of those people are also like never Commanders, and they don't want to touch anything that Commanders anyways.
Some of them are never anything but Redskins.
That's right.
But like I got into another argument because that's what I do in this world is I argue with everybody.
Phil drinks and he knows things.
I drink and I know things. This is true. But this guy was like, we're talking about Alvin Walton. He goes, Alvin Walton never played for the Commanders.
Number 40, safety. Get your mind right. Come on.
Now, first of all, I'm like, Alvin Walton was one of my favorite football players back then. He was Sean Taylor without the athleticism.
He was Ronnie Lott light.
Yeah.
I think.
I always say Sean Taylor without the athleticism. Yeah. But.
Did you just say he's Ronnie a little bit?
Ronnie Lott light.
There's
only one Ronnie Lott.
Yeah, that was funny, Dev. I'll give you that one.
Y'all laugh about this later, y'all assholes.
I laughed. I said that was a good one.
What did you say, Dev?
He says, "Is he Ronnie a little bit?" He said Ronnie Lott
because he's missing a finger.
No, because Alvin Walton isn't quite Ronnie Lott. So he's Ronnie Little.
Right over my head.
Right over my head, bro.
Damn.
You're supposed to be smarter than us.
Yeah, damn it, Steve, you're the Asian one.
It just shows you it's not what stereotypes aren't always true.
Anyway,
he's over here.
This guy basically said, if you change your name, it's a new team. Yeah. I said, really? I said, tell that to the Jets, tell that to the Titans, tell that to there's a million different franchises you can go through in history that did not start with their original name.
We didn't either. We were the Braves.
The Oilers. The Jets used to be
Boston Braves.
We're the Braves.
The Chiefs used to be the Dallas Texans. I said, yeah, but they retain all those records in history.
That's right.
So,
and all the history hasn't changed.
Hey, the Jazz is in Utah. It makes no sense. That's right.
Used to be New Orleans. Used to be the New Orleans Jazz. Now they're the
Pelicans, which is the worst name in sports.
Worse than Wizards, man. Wizards are the
I don't want to hear anyone say anything about our name.
Pelicans are the worst. Straight up. Michael Underwood. How about Jahan? Thank you for tuning in, Michael. On his interview saying he has nothing personal to plays the Commanders. I got nothing wrong with what Han said. He said no lies. He said it was a shock. He said it's not personal, it's business. And he said it's not personal until he plays this. Every player who gets traded probably feels that way. I got nothing wrong. I got no love. I mean, I got no beef with Jahan. I don't want to see him do well now, but now I got to turn my back on you. You know, the famous, what's that from?
I don't know.
Goodfellas. Remember Goodfellas at the end where he gives him like, here's $2,000. Now I got to turn my back on you for a lifetime of mobbing you get $2,000. That's it. That is it. Marcus Edlin, Sports View 2 on Facebook. Make sure you check out Marcus. Doing great work. Doing the Lord's work, spreading all the content. Says, what's up, family? Dolphins is a goofy name if you think about it. The Colts is a goofy name too. That's true. Wizards is still.
The Colts at least have retained the same name since Baltimore.
Yes, they had the legacy of the Baltimore Colts. That's right. When Art Modell picked up that team and moved to Indianapolis in the
that was the
Ursays. It was Ursay?
Yeah.
Art Modell was the Browns.
Yeah, moved into Baltimore. But that's why I say I don't care what anyone says about Dan Snyder. Yeah. The Ursays are the worst owners in sports.
Straight up, you ain't lying.
You think so?
Yes.
I hate the Ursays, man, with a passion.
They get a lot of passes because they're a legacy ownership group.
What about Dolan?
Who?
Dolan, Knicks.
I don't know much about them.
This is basically Snyder.
He just sucks.
Without the
I mean, wait. Is he who's the
Knicks, Rangers,
Panthers owner? He sucks too. The guy he threw the drinks on his.
He lost the team though. It's a new guy now.
No. The new guy sucks worse than the old one.
Really? Richardson was a racist one, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah, the old one was the racist one. This guy's just an idiot.
I guess Dolan is just a bad owner. He's not, but he wins. Like the Rangers have won. So
yeah. Tepper is. Tepper is he is a first class jackass. Like Dan Snyder was just incompetent. I don't know. He was just he great with communications, horrible with football. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think Dan Snyder ever openly did. Tepper does shit with full
Tepper's clapping the ranks, according to Mr. Utah there. All right, excuse me. Michael Underwood said Jimmy here in Florida. We have the Dolphins at all beaches. There you go. All right, let's get up to the game real quick. We're not going to recap the game too much. It was a pretty boring game. Didn't really worth going over any
of the very end.
To the very end, any of the all 22. We can do a quick recap very quickly.
I forgot.
We played the Patriots. It was a very boring game. Like I said, 20-10 was the total. Was the final score. This was a game where you saw a lot of teams around the league play their starters. San Francisco played their starters for like a full half. A lot of teams played their starters. The Commanders, however, chose to go the route of, if you weren't dressing, you probably made the team. Ooh, there goes my mouse. And so they decided to not dress a few people, and we can go over those people right now. And it's probably safe to say the people who didn't dress are the ones who made the team. I think that's a very safe bet. And so we can do this right now, just for shits and giggles.
We probably shouldn't do that until we get to the final who's in and out.
Well, I guess that's true. Long story short, if they didn't dress, they probably made the team. But
you think so? You think Crowder made the team?
Yes, 100%. Well, yes, he made the team. He made everyone on this list that I'm looking at. I guaranteed make the team, or they're injured in some capacity.
You're underwater.
Oh well, damn, Steve.
Shape or form.
There you go. There we go.
Yeah. But but it was a boring game all the way up to the end. That's the damn truth. Going into the total, I want to say the total, there was 11 punts between the two teams. We saw Drake May play. Jacoby Brissett got hurt. KJ Henry came off the edge and just destroyed him. That was probably one of my favorite plays of the game, where he just laid into him from the, not the blind side, from his strong side, and just plowed right into him and hit him into the ground and took it to him. KJ Henry made a really good play on that one. But overall statistics, nothing really worth writing home about. I'll just read them to you very quickly here.
It was 20-13 or 20 to whatever. What was the final score?
20-10 was the final.
20-10, that's what it was.
But I'm just reading the possessions here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 punts between the two teams. So the punters got a lot of work in. That's easy to say. Total.
That's way looking like he's in mid-season form, though.
There you go. We had 311 yards. The Patriots had 355. We had 114 rushing yards. They had 139 passing yards. We had 197. They had 216. So you can see where I'm going. A lot. This is not a very exciting game. Field goals.
If this were in the regular season and we won, I don't care. It was a win.
Hey, that's true. It doesn't matter how you win, right? What did Vin Diesel say? Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning. Cade York, our new place kicker, 2 for 2. So once again,
4 for 4 if you count an extra point.
4 for 4 if you got an extra point. That's a win.
You got to count extra points with these kickers.
That's right. Every little bit matters. Every little bit matters. And then the game ended with Trace McSorley scrambled to the left side one play, and instead of taking the plunge and disappearing, he lowered his shoulder into the defender and laid him out. I'm gonna show that clip here tonight. I will find that. And then he takes the Commanders down to the very end and hits Martavis Bryant on a quick slant to win the game. So there was a little bit of excitement.
His first catch in 6 years, man, in NFL.
He almost had a couple different ones, but like you said before, it was very It was a tough catch. He caught it. He was super. You could tell he was just super excited about it, and as he should be, right?
First touchdown 6 years.
Yeah, he hasn't played since 2018. He bounced around. I think he was on UFL, XFL, 2018, 2019. He hit the Cowboys practice squad, and and it was good to see him finally, make that move and get a catch. And all the other talk of the town this weekend was the facilities at Commanders Field. Okay, now I want to go through a couple things here with Nikki Javala's hand.
Now, before we get into that, I just want to point out, I told you all this shit in February, and no one listened.
Yeah.
These two did. All the rest of y'all out there in Twitter land, they were like, what upgrades are you doing? We don't hear anything. I sat there and did a tour, took pictures. I'm like, look, they've reupholstered all the seats in the club area, and they got these new lounges. And, I showed the new locker room and the mural and everything else. And people it just disappeared into the ether, right? I spoiled this shit in February, but y'all didn't want to listen because y'all wanted to keep hating. Now, when Nikki Javala puts it out there, oh my God, this new ownership group is great.
Yeah, but the funny part is, Phil, that they've done so much more since when you were last.
Oh, I know they have. They did a lot more.
So much more. Starting off with the Sean Taylor Memorial is gone. It's gone. It's completely gone. They've announced they're going to repartner with the team and make something else again. So we don't now. People are coming into question. What did they do before? Who did they do it with?
They need to let it die, dog. They need to let Sean Taylor go, dog. Don't do any more Sean Taylor celebrations. Let him die, bro.
If you listen to the Junkies this morning, I just happened to listen to when I commute in this morning. They announced that at one of their dinners they have with one of their connections, that someone said it was Ron Rivera's daughter who orchestrated the whole thing, not necessarily the Taylors, but it's been announced that
no. I can't say because the Taylors were openly saying they were part of it.
Oh, for sure they were. And then they kind of signed off on it, I guess. I mean, they didn't not sign off on it. So I think that's what was reported. We don't know for sure. We really don't. But long story short, it's coming back. It's good. We don't know what it's going to look like. Sean Taylor has a bunch of iconic poses. If you remember the dive, he has the kneeling one, but we don't know. We don't know for sure. Nikki Javala wrote an article August 24th. They said the team says we realized that the installation fell short in honoring one of our franchise's most iconic players. So together with the Taylor family, we are working on a plan which includes unveiling a statue that will rightfully celebrate the legacy and impact that Sean had on our organization, families, and community. The Commanders are committed to honor our legends in a first-class manner. So when they say that, I actually believe it. I appreciate the wire mannequin, what it was, what it stood for. I get it. But I envision this one's going to be an actual, probably like a bronze statue. I can't imagine anything else, right? It's probably going to be out front of the stadium or in the plaza somewhere. Right, it has to be how it's going to be. Can you think? I can't think of any other way.
Like they could do a mural. You said
they already have. Statue, I think they already have a Sean Taylor mural, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, Harris has dropped $75 million into the stadium in upgrades. $75 million. We're gonna look at these now. It's insane. It's insane. Deluxe says he was there yesterday. They did so much, and I think they're just getting started.
I'll be there, Sid.
That's fantastic. I love it. Oops, sorry. I didn't put tear at all the ones, but that's what Deluxe says. He said, Michael says, Cole Turner drop a ball a tight end should have made. Yes, we're going to talk about that very soon. Ben Harless is something that is easy to move on to the next stadium. Exactly, a statue. Mike says the food is better too and always guaranteed hot when purchased, Josh Harris says. See, these are the little things that, a team needs to do. And these are the things that we're like, now it's not Atlanta, right? It's and FedEx is completely gone off the field. We knew this, but people are actually just now seeing it, that there's zero connection to FedEx.
I'll be perfectly honest. I kind of like the disappearance of FedEx. Seeing that FedEx just reminds you of where we were.
Yeah, that's where we were. We were FedEx Field. We were bound to, what's his name? Arthur, I forget his name, the CEO
So I
of
took
FedEx.
pictures from this owner's suite, by the way,
Yeah.
people.
Now they're saying the owner's suite has moved into the 21st century. So my question is, Dan Snyder, this is your livelihood. This is here at the end of the street.
You're underwater.
You're underwater, Steve.
I don't know, guys.
There you go. See, whenever you get
I get too
underwater,
far
I'm
away.
going to do this, and you just
And I'll
gotta
just
get
get
close
close.
to your mic.
Like the rolling with the homies.
Rolling with the homies. Look, Clueless. Good pull, Dev.
God,
not everyone would have got that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dev.
Dev.
Silverstone, baby.
That's right. And Brittany
Murphy.
Murphy.
No.
There you go. But
yeah.
The point is, Dan Snyder, this was your livelihood. This wasn't just a business to you. This was a passion. You were a fan of the team. You put nothing into this stadium for money. You redid the Jumbotron once. I think that's it.
Stacey Dash.
Yes, Stacey Dash. That's right. You didn't Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd's in there.
You never did anything else to this stadium. And so we're just going to go through a couple videos. They gave the media a full-blown tour. Pretty cool. A lot of what's in here, but it's not bad.
Why is it on
I think she went slow-mo there for a second, but long story short, that's what that is. And then we're going to keep scrolling. I'm going to get you guys the rest of the videos here from old Nikki J.
But anyway, so I have one complaint about the Sean Taylor thing. Like, I was whatever on the installation. I didn't have a problem with it. I thought it was fine. Everybody complained because they wanted a statue, even though no one from the organization ever said statue.
Yeah.
They wanted a statue. All right, cool, whatever. You're gonna get your statue.
Yep.
Cool. What I don't like is that this is encouraging. This is just lending credence to the idea. If we bitch enough about something, they'll do what we want.
The fans have the power. That's what they say.
So you know that this is just going to continue the name change debate shit. Even though they came out and says, we've been clear on this. We're not going back to the old name.
We'll show that too. We will show that in just a second. Mr. Bullock says they could have just put a nice picture of 21 up instead of what they did. Yep. This is in the past. Why Taylor? We've had so many great players in the organization. Yes, you are right, Jimmy. But I think somehow this team connects to Taylor more than they connect to anyone else. Even what's crazy is even the kids that grew up, even around when Taylor, they were young, they still gravitate towards Sean Taylor, and they don't gravitate towards like Riggo or Theismann. It's kind of crazy, but that's just how it is. I can't explain it.
How many safeties have come into this league in the past 10, 15 years, and Sean Taylor was their idol?
Yeah. To this day, who was the guy we got from the Giants?
Landon Collins.
He was his idol. DJ Swearinger, he was his idol. Like so many, and I don't know if it's just lip service coming to the team, but still, it was nice. Phil said, "Yo, we need a new stadium. Those big ass poles blocking the field is terrible." Yeah. Michael was there too. He said, "I love the tailgate food that FedEx serve. When you get the tickets for it all, you can eat all beer and drink. I know in the club level you can get all you can eat, not all you can drink. Yes, we're all.
If you have the gold pass, you
we're all. So this is the 1932 club. They converted some sales offices, and it's 108 seats. Now this is top of the line, $7,500. But this joint is on point if you look at it.
It's nice, y'all.
It's still in the works, so it's nice. It's still going. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait for Jimmy Kempski, who hopefully we'll have on to do Eagles preview. He's one of the top beat reporters who writes for the Philly Voice and comes on our show a couple times a year. I can't wait because he does press box food reviews at all the opponent stadiums, and we are at the bottom every year. So it would be nice to get a little bit more graceful review from him and other people as well, because I think Phil and I argued about this before, fuck the media from other teams, but I think it leaves an impression on, just how they view your stadium and your franchise. And going forward, I think this owners group is just going to try to spice up everything we do, because the bar was really low. Let's just be honest. I think it's going to change a little bit. Okay, that was one. The next one I want to show is so this one is new suites at the field. Just
This is a 10-person suite.
10-person.
So we're selling it as a 10-person box with the ability to add on another 2 seats for SROs.
You guys want to go in on a 10-person suite? Phil? Just kidding. New grub.
I got 5 on it.
New grub at Commander's Field. You got some loaded nachos. That looks amazing, by the way. You have some loaded or Mac Shack loaded bowls. I mean, this is some gourmet stuff. This is not your everyday run-of-the-mill stadium food. I really appreciate it.
They're not prices besides those.
The prices are bad. Okay, baby steps, Dev. Brisket. This is DCQ smoked brisket sandwiches. So they have this stuff all on showcase.
Shits at football games, bro. I'm not gonna...
Legendary footlong. So these are your glizzies, and then this is some desserts over there. Man, all I gotta say is,
you know what? This is the kind of stuff that everyone else.
Glizzy on me to you when I get there, dog.
29.49.
This is what everyone else screams that we don't have. Even though none of the people complaining about us not having it are going to afford one of these boxes.
Yeah.
But
$29.99,
they complain that we don't have $30 nachos. Now we got $30 nachos. We got new suites.
It's gonna cost some.
Hey. The owner's got a new suite. The club seats, which are my favorite seats, are completely reupholstered, because I'll tell you what, we went there. What was it? We sat in those seats 2022. And a couple of them showed some tears, some rips. We're like,
good.
Yeah,
man.
Clean. They've cleaned up a lot of it. And a lot of what the problem with FedEx is that it was aging, and there was nothing being done to combat the age of the stadium.
Yeah. And so it just piles up.
So
yeah. Deluxe says the key in the statement is the last line, going back to Taylor. We honor our legends in a first-class manner. I think Taylor is just the start, because already done in a manner that doesn't meet new standards. And the same, I think you can throw Darryl Green in that too, Deluxe. Darryl Green was honored in a way that no one ever, he said, I didn't want to come back here. I wanted nothing to do with this team. And what do? They honor him. They're going to retire his jersey. So it's always cliche when you say it's a new year and things feel different, but it does, man. The shit really does feel that way. And while we're on it, hey, listen, if you're watching this from YouTube, please just flick that like button. Just flick it like you're looking for something special there. Just flick it. And then if you're watching from Twitter, flip over and hit that like on YouTube for us, man. We would greatly appreciate it. Phil Bullock, 7,500. I'll never see it in person. Never say never, bro. You never know if you might get comped a ticket from someone who knows someone who they know who has a corporate suite. You never know, man. I've never.
I have more than one. I have more than one friend that's had that happen to him in life. Like their company went and they chose to go on the company trip, and they got the box because like, hey, you're a Commanders fan. You want to come with us? Look, we got 10 seats. We got 8 tickets. We got 2 left. You want to come? Hey, you want to come too? You're a fan. Come on.
This is called the Major Hogs Sunday, $16.99.
That looks good.
That actually looks like it's worth $17.
Yeah, I'm with that one.
South Mountain cookie buttered ice cream layered with crushed chocolate chip cookies, cookie dough pieces, chocolate sauce whipped cream featured in separate.
I got 3/4 of a chubby. I'm not gonna lie just now.
Who you telling?
Yeah,
Mike Underwood says, "I wonder if we can watch."
I do like the fact that it's called a Major Hog.
Yeah, I don't know if that's based on Major Tutty or Major
Hog. You know what? That was made for me.
You guys
it's a Major Hog. I'm a Major Hog. I've got a Major Hog.
Yeah.
That
should just call us a fat fuck special, dog.
Yeah. Michael Underwood's asking if
I am disgusted at how much I want that for, man.
Well, like Jimmy, that dare would kill me. I can't handle that much. I can do small amounts of like ice cream and stuff, but that would just tear my.
I would let you have a bite of mine because I'm going when I go to the game on the 20th of October. I'm buying that motherfucker.
Like you, man. I don't want to be the guy who shits in a football game.
But it's kind of indoor, right?
Them football bathrooms is on another level. But
we got our own bathroom, though, right?
Hey, look, we gotta go.
Not our own. Not our own.
No.
Not our own. But
Damn it.
we do have a bathroom. Ben Harlow says the customer pays for all of it at the end of the day. And yes, so when we get this new stadium, I want to introduce you guys to something called PSLs. Okay, these are seat licenses. What happens is when a team buys a new stadium, they got to pass on the cost of a new stadium to the consumer. So how do they do that? They create PSLs, primary seat licenses or personal seat licenses, excuse me. So you're paying anywhere from $3,000 all the way up to $100,000 just to have the rights to own the season ticket. So if I was having a club level of my PSL, I think $20,000 over having.
You're underwater.
Now I have the right to own that seat, and I get the first right of refusal for all, concerts, soccer games, all that stuff. So PSLs are coming. It's inevitable. So just be prepared. It's probably going to turn away a lot of season ticket holders, but it's just part of the business process. Atlanta did it, but what they also did was they keep their food prices low. You can feed a whole family of 5 for like $40 at an Atlanta game. I would love to see them adopt that practice as well, but we'll see, man. We'll see. Tia said, my back just got bigger looking at that ice cream sundae.
Bro.
There you go.
Bro. I'm going to go in there and get some ice cream.
Deluxe says, food and beverages are inexpensive at all stadiums. Most modern stadiums have all the high-end areas that end up going to corporations. They would be silly not to have some high-end attractions. Yeah. Don't they have local taxes too, venue tax? Yep, they have alcohol tax. They have all kinds of taxes, man.
I don't drink, so that'll be good.
Here is the new Tunnel Club. Remember we showed the Tunnel Club? So this is where you're going to be able to see the players walk out of the tunnel, give them high fives if they choose to. A lot of stadiums have this built in already. We're just playing catch up. So another nice addition. So this is in the tunnel under, I want to say between like 214, 114, the 114, 214-ish area. That's the far corner of the end zone. But Grant Paulson's goofy ass sitting over there playing on his phone. But this is where the players come out, and I think the glass comes down and they'll let you interact with the players if they want to interact with you. So pretty cool. What else we got here? It used to be a storage room at the stadium, according to Nikki. And I do want to play the quote about while I find this. I am going to play the quote about Josh Harris saying that the name's not coming back. It's just a matter of time. So just be prepared. I'm just looking for it now. Other than that, any final thoughts on the stadium upgrades and the game, everyone?
We're not parking.
Hey, look, we were promised upgrades. We were delivered upgrades. We were promised a shitty preseason game with nobody in it that we were, that's going to start. We got that. So, you know what? I like the fact that we've got nothing but honesty in the past couple of weeks.
Is that what you want to call it?
Yeah.
What else are you going to call it?
Nothing you really can call it. Okay, so Josh Harris on the name change. This is going to piss a lot of people off, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going to listen to the audio.
Piss off. I don't care.
Audio on this one, and you know what? He said the name can't come back. So listen up.
Spoiler alert.
It does matter. I just think that, and certainly, like we've been very clear, we can't, for obvious reasons, the old name can't come back.
Oh, for obvious reasons, the old name can't come back.
Holy shit! Oh my God! I've been telling y'all this for 4 fucking years.
But and certainly,
I guess you said it like we know that
for obvious reasons, the old name can't come back. But right.
I mean that's it. I mean it's okay to like the old name, but there's no point in dying on that hill. That's all I'm saying. There's no point in dying on that hill.
We all wish that things could have turned out differently, but they didn't, and you can't close Pandora's box once it's opened. So why we keep trying?
But it's okay. You can still rock your,
I will still rock a Redskins jersey and a Washington football team hoodie and a Commander's bucket hat. Why? Because I celebrate the entire history of this franchise. So, if you want to be an angry NAGA, go ahead and be an angry NAGA. But go be an angry NAGA somewhere else. You're not welcome to do
NAGA, please.
NAGA, please.
And if you're new to what NAGA is, go look it up.
Native American Guardians Association. Jimmy, I'm sure the other
a bunch
food.
of white people who have okay. You ever notice every divorced white guy over the age of 50? Shit.
And Phil goes down and out.
That was karma.
Well, no,
Yes.
I was about to do something with this. They all
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
their profile picture looks like this. It's a bunch of guys whose profile picture looks like this.
Oh yeah, they don't know what they're doing. Tipsy, the Lord, left hand up. What's up, badass Lord Tipsy, man? Thanks for tuning in, brother. Appreciate you. Ben says primetime Sunday Night Football with no starters. There you go. Hey, man, someone's got to do it.
Yeah, who plays? Anybody play tonight?
I think we're done.
We had
Right?
the last one.
Yeah.
Hey, we always win
Let's hear the rest of this comment, though.
I mean, look, we were on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah. Good for us.
We even got to see
but we've been
our
very clear,
quarterback.
we can't, for obvious reasons, the old name can't come back. But right now, we're focused on things that unify the team around our football team, right? And unify the city around our football team. And so the first objective is we got to start winning football games. And we need everyone supporting the team and not.
So that's kind of what we were saying. It's about supporting the team. They're just trying to win. Now, who knows? Maybe there is a way. Maybe it could come back in the future after they, if anyone can figure it out. I'm sure it's this owners group. If there's hurdles they have to accomplish.
It's gonna be a throwback. You'll get throwback shit, but that's about it. Here's the thing: a lot of people focus on the fact they went, the old name can't come back, but everyone goes, "Oh, he said but." Phil Bullock just did it in the comments. Yeah. He said but.
Yeah, it's always a but.
But if you listen to you gotta listen to it and use context clues. He says, "Old name can't come back," but what he says, but next words are what we are focused on, which means they're not focused on any kind of name change. They're focused on trying to get people to rally and unify around this team and this name and this organization and this stadium and what's going on right now. They ain't talking about no name change at all. Y'all keep trying to put that in the atmosphere, and that's not what the man said.
That's all.
There's no name change happening.
Not at all.
And if there is, it better not be no goddamn Red Wolves or the other bullshit. Let's find a different Native American name.
Wolves.
What?
Just to get Phil's blood pressure up by 2 points there. Deluxe said the sound system was so much better. Food service was better and quicker. No broken TVs. Fresh services everywhere. Phil was praying for the guy from Amazon to get the team. Pockets large enough. Bezos. I think this group is going to do it, but they're going to do it.
No, you don't want Jeff Bezos running this team.
I think the difference between them is the fact that Harris and Rails have a connection to the community. They're from Montgomery County. They grew up watching this team. So I think it's more to them. It's personal to them. It's not just, what do I need to do to, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of empathy. There's a little bit of emotion in there.
There would have been, here's the thing. So Bezos owns the Washington Post. I think that there was going to be a potential issue with the largest print media coverage of the team and a source of a lot for other sources of media being owned by the same person who owns the team, right? I think there was a conflict of interest deal there. You don't see a lot of guys who own a big piece of the media market in a city that also own the football team. You may have media moguls from outside that area, or maybe they have a national spotlight. You don't see that local coverage being owned by the same person who owns the team. It just doesn't happen.
But I mean, Dan's media company owned both radio stations. He owned 106.7. He owned his media company owned 980.
They bought those after the fact. But
what I'm saying is I never saw him. Well, at least we thought it never sounded like he influenced the team, because as we know, the DC media shat all over this team all the time. So I wonder how much influence, you know what I mean? Like, would Bezos make them write non-hit pieces and everything would have to be, I feel like some of the journalistic people that we know, like Nikki and Ben Standing, we'd be like, all right, fuck you, dude, I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to spin this because you tell me to, or I don't know.
They
I don't
don't
know.
respect Dan. They respect Jeff Bezos.
That's probably true. I guess there's an aspect to that.
They fear Jeff Bezos.
Ben Harlow says, I'm good with the name change since it was a Trojan. People don't adapt to change very well. Human nature doesn't adapt to change very well. You know what? Winston Churchill says, to improve is to change. To be perfect is to change often. Like there's
and Tupac said, change. I guess change is good for anybody. Tupac.
That's right. Ooh.
I ain't mad at you.
That's right. That's just the way it is.
Plus, Bezos really wants to buy the Seahawks. We all know this.
Yeah, he's a Seattle guy. His thing's on the West Coast. Lux says, doing a stadium quick is how Jet Cook Phoenix Field happened. Yeah, because you know what? They were willing to cut him a little tax break on the land. And that's how we are where we are today. It was modeled after the Meadowlands for speed of construction, and he wanted to have the biggest stadium, and he did.
I remember
it's small.
I remember when it was opened. I remember being like, "That's a lot of people."
Yep.
This is not a very interesting stadium. I thought that in 1997. I was like,
92,000 or 94,000
it was
opening
85 at first. It actually got expanded early.
Now it's down in the 70s, I think. I don't know.
No, it started at 85. And Dan Snyder actually got it expanded to about 91, 92,000. That's why you got all the attendance records come from Gibbs 2.0. When Gibbs came back, Snyder did expand a lot of the standing room only. He tried to pack in as many people as he could because people were wanting to come back. And the teams were actually pretty decent. We went to the playoffs twice in 4 years, which was tremendous for us after being out for so long. But then it was just remove seats.
Because we had to maintain the sellout stigma. You know, it's easy to sell out.
That didn't exist.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get to the rest of this Harris comment, and we'll move on to the final 53 here.
Things that might drive people apart. Secondly, obviously, we're trying to find a new home.
Yeah, stadium.
Unifying the city around that is important, and so the name is one of those things that I have a lot of opinions. But I mean, I can't say I've certainly not forgotten. I mean, like I said, I grew up here. Okay, so I understand it, and we brought back. We're going to start to do things that bring us back to our heritage, honoring our past.
So maybe that's the compromise: is that the name won't come back, but we'll start doing things to honor our past. Like Phil alluded to, we've heard in air quotes that it might be coming back as the uniform coming back as a throwback.
Right himself.
Yeah.
At the game.
So who knows?
I can say that now. I can say it now because he's no longer with the organization.
Yeah.
Or he's on out. I'll say it right now. Jason Wright said it to me. Andy Burroughs was standing right next to me.
There you go. All right.
So I don't. So yeah, I've been hinting at it for a long time, and I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to start burning bridges. Because I don't know what I should say publicly as opposed to what was said in a more intimate setting. Although it was still in public, but it was in a small group setting. But now I'm going to say it. Jason Wright said that to me.
Yeah, sure did. All right.
Pants. Those are easy things to do. So we are doing research.
He said gold pants, by the way. So they're trying to do things, little by little.
Hey, everybody knocking the gold. Pause that. Everybody's knocking the gold pants. I pointed this out to Corey Sanchez last night. The last time we had back-to-back winning seasons, we had gold pants.
I think it was under Kirk. Was it 15-16?
15-16.
Oh, man. Look at that.
So I don't want to hear people say the gold pants are a curse. All right.
They're not.
We won 2 division titles with gold pants, people.
That's true. Under Jay Gruden for that matter.
Yeah, under Jay Gruden, who's the most incompetent boob ever.
All right, here we go.
We are doing research and we're thinking about it, but like right now we're prioritizing the things that we've talked about, and that's kind of the rationale for it.
I wonder if this is just a fork in the road. If we do well, we'll try to bring the name back. If we suck, we'll. I don't know. There's so many different scenarios going through my head right now, but
there needs to be a massive societal shift in a different direction when it comes to these types of things.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen overnight. I mean, maybe in several decades, but you're not going to. It took decades to get to where we got to. It took decades to get to the point that the name change was forced upon us by corporate and public pressure. Now, the public pressure wasn't nearly as big as the corporate pressure. But I try to tell people this. They're like, FedEx was going to yank licensing rights. All right, first of all, Dan Snyder was not a rich owner. He had a lot of debt. He couldn't afford to lose sponsorships. They were going to lose the FedEx sponsorship of the stadium. They were going to lose all licensed apparel because, hey, who makes the licensed apparel for the league? Nike.
Nike? Okay.
Nike was the big one. And Nike had pulled all Redskins merchandise from all stores. So, yeah, Fanatics maybe, but Fanatics doesn't make official jerseys.
That's true. Real quick, I do want to show a couple comments from Twitter because they're not going to make it on here. LJ, our girl LJ, thank you for sharing the podcast. She did chime in and share. It says, none of us buying those $30 nacho.
Hey, she knows I'm spitting though. She called me on that.
Salim Kisler says, I paid $34 for fries and a souvenir cup in Philly. Couldn't wait to get back to Atlanta. See, we talked about Atlanta before earlier too. So that's money. And thank you for sharing LJ. So if you aren't watching, guys, you're missing out. Appreciate you.
LJ, I've always said you're one of my favorite fans. And I said that before.
Yeah.
Not before you share. I've never seen you share anything we've done before, but I'm glad you are. Jump into the comments. Get into YouTube.
Get over to YouTube. And hey, listen, we're going to talk some final 53 now. Let me get out of this environment. We'll keep this environment right here as we go. So we're going to talk about the final 53. I'll zoom in a little bit more and we'll try to get this as we go. So if you have thoughts on the final 53 as we go along by position group, please chime in and share your thoughts. So what we want to do here is just kind of get rid of people we know or not. We're not talking practice squad. We're just talking the final 53. So by position group, let's just go through. I think it's safe to say that Daniels and Mariota are safe. Am I wrong on that when I say that?
Right.
I think I'm going to put them as a green. Let me get them a little bit of little nicer green there.
That's like that pea soup Game Boy green.
That's good enough.
Yeah, that's a good green right there.
There you
we'll
go.
Go closer. Okay. So what do you think about? I think they're going to have 3 quarterbacks, and I think the third one's going to be Driscoll, and I think Hartman will probably have some sort of injury designation, and McSorley. You nailed it. Good luck to you. Good luck to you.
I think Masoli get practice squad.
You think? Say that again.
I think Masoli get practice squad. He got some money, man. He got some money to go home.
No, I get it. We're talking 53, but what about? Are they keeping 3? Are they going to keep Driscoll? I think they're going to keep Driscoll. You think they're going to keep Driscoll? All right. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about. That's 3. We're gonna track the numbers as we go. So we're gonna write off Hartman and McSorley as not being on the 53. Okay, let's talk running backs. We know B-Rob and
poor Ben Harlow's colorblind. Sure. We're using the exact colors he can't see.
Ben, you're colorblind. You know what? Okay, you know what, Ben? For you, I'm gonna change this. What can we make this?
Blue.
Great.
Can we do? Will that blue work if I change it to white font? Will that work? Was blue and white work for you? And then we'll say that. Or
damn, Deluxe colorblind too, nigga. What? Y'all take the vaccine or something? What the fuck happened, man? What the fuck happened?
All right, we'll stick with red and blue. All right. Running backs, guys. How many running backs are they going to keep?
I say 2, but Kaz is counting as a running back.
So I have him as a wide receiver. We can count him anywhere. It doesn't matter.
I count Kaz as a running back. If Kaz counts as a running back, I'm counting Kaz. That's 3.
You know what? This is 53. The math is however you make it. Is he making the 53 or not?
All right. I'll just think it. I'll keep him in the receiver conversations over there. But all right, so I'm gonna go 2 running backs myself.
You're going 2 running backs.
Phil thinks.
Okay, Jones and McNichols. Are we safe to say that they're not going to make it?
They're out.
Wiley, we can add him.
Wiley's going to at least get practice squad.
We'll add him. That works. Change the font to white. C-Rod, I'm sorry, buddy. You're not making the 53.
Hold on, you said practice squad ain't getting no marks, dog, because I didn't get to put we didn't put McSorley on practice squad.
No. I'm not. These are just people who aren't making.
You think Wiley's going to make the team?
Wiley? No. This is I wrote it blue. Phil thinks he's going to make the team. I'm just going to leave it on here for now. We'll see where our math.
I'll make at least practice squad.
We'll see where our math ends up. So we're sitting at 6 right now. All right, Terry Diami, they're going to make the team. No question. It's safe to say, right? They are blue. You know what? He's not really colorblind. I'm going back to green. I can't stand the.
Boy, he's not colorblind for real?
No, he was just joking.
Damn, man.
He
felt
got
bad for you for a second.
All right, there we go. It's much easier to see. Okay, let's skip Kaz for just a second. Jamison Crowder, yes or no?
I don't think so, but I know you guys think so.
Let's talk about who's not going to make it.
Okay,
All
not
right.
going to make it. So wait, hold on. We know McCaffrey's going to make it, right? That's easy.
Yeah.
He's going to make it.
I
So
think-
are those the only three for sure?
Sensley and Jack Saint are gone.
Agree, 100%.
Zacchaeus is gonna make it.
See ya. I think Zacchaeus is going to make it too. Phil, do you disagree?
Due to lack of depth, yeah, he'll make it.
Okay, so that leaves. I think Crowder's going to make it. He didn't dress.
I think Bryant's making it over Crowder.
Kaz. So now that we can go back to the people who didn't dress that day, Dev. Like Kaz did not dress. De'Ami Brown
Kaz
didn't dress.
did.
Wide receivers.
Kaz did just
Wide
Kaz
receiver-
played.
Brown didn't dress. Zacchaeus didn't dress. McCaffrey didn't dress.
Casimir dressed. Yeah, he played.
Lauren didn't dress.
McLaurin didn't dress. I'm just going down the list here.
I was
Crowder
going
didn't
Want
dress.
Jamison Crowder on this team because
So-
I just feel like he. I feel like
Dev,
he does
Crowder
more
didn't
than
dress.
Kaz.
I got to put him in green. That's 5. How
think-
many wide receivers are they keeping?
Seven. I think they go 7.
Seven.
I think they go 7. And I can explain why I think that later on, but I think they go 7. And I think that
Put
at
Wiley
least
in red. He's not making the 53. They're going to stash him on practice squad. Put Wiley in red and put Kaz and Bryant as the ones who make it.
I think that's the case. Personally, I think who we see on the first day of cuts isn't who we see first week of football, bro.
That's fair. We're just going off what we know now, though. We don't
Right.
know anything else. We got to assume Pringle. He's gone, right? He's gone.
Yeah, I think
So
Yeah,
that's
we
1,
signed
2,
him,
3,
too.
I
4,
think he made
5,
his practice squad, but he's gone.
7. Okay, so as of right now, 7 of the guys that we know of. And we're gonna
Move Wiley to red because he's going to be on the practice squad. He's not going to be on the active 53.
You think he's going to be red? Okay,
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
so that's 2. So
If
we
we
have a
go
lot.
7 wide, you can't have because we're going to be keeping some tight ends.
I think we're going to keep it 3 tight ends, bro.
Doc B. Mitch and
You're
Finley says we're number 2 on the waiver wire, so it looks like we can get like John Michie or someone else in DC. That's also a good point. Mike says Kingsbury said he likes a Debo. Yeah, we don't have a Debo. We could use a Debo.
He said Cass is
Tinsley and St. Gone. Yep, Bryant will make it. Yep, I think
so, too.
Bryant's going to make it too.
Yeah.
Um,
Coach was hugging him and everything, bro.
Deluxe does not think Martavis Bryant will.
Man,
fit.
Coach was hugging Bryant, man, like he was his son, like
Yeah,
he was mashing
man.
his daughter at the end of the game, bro.
Okay.
I don't.
Let's move on to tight ends. Ertz, Bates, and Sennett. I think that's a no-brainer, right?
That's
Yeah, I
Agree.
think that's it.
Okay.
Cole
Yeah,
Turner is out of
I
here.
I agree.
Jankoff.
What they do with practice squad, whatever, I don't know. So that is 3.
I think Yankoff's over Turner, honestly, but I don't think he makes it either. I think Yankoff is.
5 is a 10. I'm going to keep a running.
We're at
total
15
here.
right
We're at
now.
15. I'll keep a running total.
No one would rather Yankoff
Okay.
than Turner. You know what I'm saying?
This is where it's going to get a little interesting, fellas.
Not really.
Okay, Coleman, he's in, right? He's a rookie. He's a draft pick. He's gonna be in.
Coleman and Biotic make it.
Coleman, Biotic.
Allegretti.
Stromberg.
I think Stromberg makes it.
I think Stromberg makes it too.
Is Tom Allegretti one word or do?
No, Tom is Cameron Tom. He's a
Yeah,
dude.
Cameron
Nah,
Tom's
I don't know. I don't
he's-
even know who the fuck that is. No.
All right, so we're saying Stromberg is in.
Yeah, I think Stromberg's in.
Tom is out. I'm just going with people on the lips right now. Allegretti, I think Allegretti makes
Allegretti and Cosme are in for sure.
Yeah.
it.
You might have to come back to Jones, man.
Let me review here who didn't dress for the O lineman. So yesterday, I'm just going to call them out. You guys keep track of it. Biotic, Allegretti, Wiley, Scott, Coleman, Cosme, Lucas. So,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
okay.
Yeah, so Wiley's going to make it, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's gonna start fucking making it.
Dieter, Austin Dieter, I think he's not.
Nope. No way.
Good Jones.
I
Nope.
think he's gone. I
No,
think
he's
practicing.
gone.
Chris Paul, I think he's going to
I
make
think
it.
he stays.
Yep.
It's barely.
Braden Daniels. I think he makes it.
Daniels gotten a lot of
Nah.
burn.
He has.
I think Daniels is going to be one of those guys you have to stash, man. But we'll put him on there. I think
Lucas
it's
makes it.
between him and Trent Scott to me. And I think you keep
All right,
Trent
we
Scott.
got that's okay. So is it Trent Scott, Chris Paul, or Braden Daniels?
I think it's between Daniels and Scott. I think they keep Scott, bro.
Well,
Did Scott dress?
Taylor's not going to make it, right?
Did Scott dress?
Scott did dress. No, he did not dress. Oh,
Right. That's what I'm saying. I
he's
think
in.
Scott makes it. I don't think Daniels makes it, bro. That's gonna be a hard one.
Did Daniels dress?
No,
Daniel-
Scott makes it. Daniels doesn't.
Right.
Okay, fair. I'm with you guys. Keep track of the chat.
Hey, I'm surprised I got my way this far, dog. Most time y'all usually tell me that.
Oh, Scott was hurt. No, Scott was hurt.
So he might. So there's a weird stigma there. You can put someone on the 53 and put them on an injured status, and they won't count it. It's a brand new rule.
But you have to do it the next day, though. You have to make the original 53,
Yeah.
I think.
So
Right?
it's a weird rule. Yeah, I don't know the.
You got a green light, Scott, though.
So do we?
Yeah, I think Scott makes it over Daniels, bro.
All right.
I didn't even know that he didn't dress. I just been watching, like when I do watch, he's playing over Daniels or whatever.
Yeah.
And in Waga,
Say it.
Waga Naga no Waggle. The waggle waggle.
Wagyu beef.
Waggle waggle waggle
Always-
waggle.
Wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble baby, wobble.
To the window. That nigga,
Wow. Okay. So what do we got here? We got
Get in
one,
there.
two- hell yeah.
No waggle 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 waggle. No waggle, no waggle. Oh no, look. Steve's doing the
Okay,
for anybody not watching and just listening, his name is NWA and a bunch of vowels and G's in there and W's. I don't know how the fuck you say that shit. But I mean, hey, my name is Sean Deveron. Y'all can't spell that shit either. So I feel like I can make fun of people's names.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oops.
7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I got 9. That's a 9 I had. I wrote my list down
Right,
before.
So now we're up to 24.
I got my
Right.
so far. I'm in there, man. So far,
All right. Now
I think
let's
Driscoll
go
might
to.
not make it though. That's my only iffy.
Wait, back up here. Were one of these guys signed to be a long snapper?
Taylor Ott, but he's on linebacker side. He's actually a tight end, by the way. I don't know why you got him over in the guard section.
Did I mess that up?
You got him in the linebacker section. Ott.
Ott.
Yeah, OT. It's OTT though.
That's what I thought. I knew we had
Yeah.
signed somebody to be our long
He's a tight
snapper.
end. He's a tight end.
I think where is he?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't
He's
know why I
in
put
the
that.
G- in the G category, dog. Yeah.
He's
a tight end, bro.
I'm just gonna put it as special teams. It's
He's
fine.
a tight end, nigga. Just
But he's a tight end though.
yeah. He'll never play it. But
You know what? That's all right. We'll put him right there, and he's gonna be green.
yeah, he's gonna make that
He's gonna
shit.
make it.
Only one I look at so
Those
far
three's
that I don't
green
know.
right now.
Yeah, true story. I will.
Hey man, all right, let's get it.
Yeah.
Only one I'm concerned about so far is the third quarterback, man. That's the one I'm kind of.
Dude,
change that one, man.
Driscoll will not survive the waiver wire, dude. After
will
what we've
absolutely
seen
not.
from him in the preseason, let's get to some of these
But
comments.
do we
here
give a fuck?
very
That's
quickly.
the.
Let's see what's up. Let's see what everyone's
Do
saying.
we
here.
give a fuck? That's the thing.
Ben says Tinsley, Saint gone. Bryant will make it. Playing special teams too.
Yeah.
Yep. Deluxe says he doesn't think Brian's making it.
I think Brian's gonna make it, bro. You're underwater.
I feel like
There you go.
Pringle didn't do enough.
Yeah, and he's a numbers game is going to get him out of there because he's a guy who plays a similar position as McCaffrey and Diami, and he's older.
Yeah.
Why do you need? And you got guys like Zacchaeus and Kaz that can run kick returns back. So why do you need that guy there in punt returns? Worst case, you can put
I don't know.
you can put your boy Sandstrill at punt return if you had to.
You could.
also. Right.
Yep.
So and he can play slide. Honestly, he played it in college.
Yeah.
So who knows, man?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
James,
yeah,
what
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Ah, yeah. She gave her hands around us. Say, yeah.
Man, early 2000s was crazy.
God damn, you think
Work
that's
some.
baby.
Whistle, baby. Whistle for me.
Yin yang in this thing.
Put them on the map like, woo.
Whatever them niggas. I wonder what like they do on Monday nights.
I don't know, man.
They might watch Command This podcast. If y'all listening, yin and yang.
Yin
What's
yang
up?
in this thing. Yeah, what up, Deuce? Do some Red Zone in the Lab. Make sure you guys check out Red Zone in the Lab, redzonelab.com. They got merch now. They got chains and stuff they're selling out too. Go make sure you go check them out. Deluxe says new rule this year: 2 players can get on IR designation return on 8/27 prior to cut down. Don't have to go through waivers. Won't count against 53. So that was the new rule that I was talking about there. About the two IR spots. But with that being said, let's continue on with the defensive.
On offense, who do y'all see that we might have been wrong on? Because we got the offense done, right?
Offense is done.
So who do y'all think, like in the chat, do y'all think that we could got
Did
wrong?
we
I
mess
think
this
it
up?
could be Driscoll, but I don't know.
24 total right now.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable about Driscoll staying.
You can
I mean,
find a third
look at how many
quarterback.
teams. The Browns went through 5 quarterbacks last year. I mean, the Raiders went through a ton. Like, you need.
But if
need
you get the third
quarterbacks.
quarterback, you do give a fuck who it is, though? At that point, do you
Yeah.
care who's winning if you losing anyways? At that point, we'd be losing anyways.
That I see what you have.
You
A
still have
valid point.
Hartman and McSorley. What difference would it matter?
You got a valid point.
You know,
I can't lie. Can't lie. All right, let's move on to the defensive tackles. We're going to make Allen and Payne Green. I think that's a no-brainer. I think Armstrong, Farrell are safe,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Newton is probably safe. He's a
yeah,
rookie.
Fig Newton.
The rest are up for debate now.
Grabs, man. Hold on. Do you have?
Let me see who didn't dress. So here's who didn't
You
dress.
have Jamin
Saturday.
Davis on that list?
No,
Or
I
you
put him.
got-
I only put him. I put him
linebacker.
at linebacker only because
You don't have him at linebacker though.
he's down at the bottom. Sorry.
Right. That's why I said you have Jamin Davis on. the
No,
defensive line
I put
list.
him at sorry. So who didn't dress Saturday for the linemen? We got
All those guys you just mentioned.
let's see here. So it was Armstrong, Allen, Payne, Newton, Obata, and Farrell, but I know Obata is injured. And actually I think I might have actually left him off. So I'm gonna add him on here. I think I apologize for that one.
What's Fowl? Is he a linebacker on that?
Fowler.
Fowler.
Farrell, yeah, he's
not
listed
a
as linebacker.
I think he's going to be playing more defensive end personally.
And you know what? I'll just move Davis to linebacker.
Yeah, they got
Why
Davis
not?
as starting linebacker.
Let's
on
do
the
that.
depth chart still.
Okay, so that being said, who's not going to make it? Let's do that first. KJ Henry, I think is going to make it.
I don't.
You don't? Okay, up for debate. Hollins,
Nope.
I don't think John Baptiste or Hollins did enough to make this team.
Nope.
Justin's not going to. Justin's gone. He gone. Okay, what about Jean Baptiste? He's a draft pick. I think they're going. I think they're going to keep him.
I don't.
He's
I
a
think
draft
he's gonna hit
pick,
the practice
man.
squad. What round was he picked in? Fifth?
Rookie, I don't know.
Yeah, he's done. Dog.
Javante Jean Baptiste. He was a late round. He was either 6th or 7th.
Yeah, I don't think that happened.
He was later down there.
There's a lot of defensive linemen and tackles, bro. I don't think so. You might be right though. I mean,
All right,
he
you know
didn't
what?
make my team.
We'll leave him Amber and we'll come back. And Henry is still up for debate.
Jones gone, dog.
Andre Jones Jr. Yeah, he's second year. I don't think he's gonna make it. All right, old Fidarius.
Yeah,
Is Fidarius
I
gonna
think-
make this team?
I think so.
I think Nabusi is not.
Mathis,
Mathis,
I don't know.
You want to leave him in Amber for now?
I
Okay,
think, yeah, put him in Amber, but I think he's making it.
I think he's making it, but it's gonna be close, man.
Okay, no, Norrell Pollard, rookie out of
No.
Virginia Tech.
Nope.
I think Potato.
I think Poteo makes it. I think he makes
see,
it.
the thing about him is that him,
I
in
don't
my
understand
opinion,
why I don't
Mathis,
think he's that great.
him,
Actually, well, you know what? I say Ridgeworth.
Ridgeway,
and Obata
Pateo, and Mathis are all of the same level of making it to me.
make- Yeah, Stallworth. No,
No,
Taylor
he's gone.
Stallworth. Are you guys okay with Ridgeway making it? I think so. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't.
What about Obata? Obata's on the injured days. I think he makes it.
Well, it don't count if you're on the injury list. You're not going to be on the 53.
Yeah, but I'm trying to keep this clean. Like,
Well, you ain't going to make 53 though, like that. You're going to have to take him off, big dog.
so what do we do about Potato? We'll come back. We'll
That's
do
what I'm saying. Mathis, Pateo, and Obata,
All right, let's
and
talk.
Ridgeway. One of them motherfuckers is making it, dog. Not 4, not 2.
All right,
I think
so
one
listen.
of them is making it,
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
and that's it,
6.
dog. Like,
Six solid ones. On
I
the
say we'll
defensive-
take 6 defensive ends and 5 defensive tackles,
Remember-
bro.
That's 11. You saying 11?
I mean, but I'm counting Fowler basically as a defensive end.
Oh,
But
you
I
call it
think
outside linebacker.
I'm counting Fowler's defensive end, and I'm counting edge rusher, and I'm counting Davis. But
All
I
right,
think
so
we keep.
so does
I'll
KJ?
put Davis is a linebacker, but
Yeah,
Fowler
okay,
is
we can keep him
defensive
there.
end.
I moved
Yeah.
Davis linebacker. KJ Henry makes it or not? Yes or no?
I
How
don't
many
think
we got
so.
so far in green?
I don't think Henry makes it.
6.
Yeah, I don't think Henry makes it. I think we take 11 on defensive linemen.
I
if
think
you don't count
Mathis.
Davis.
I think Mathis makes it
Yeah, I think Mathis makes it too. I think Mathis makes it.
because Fowler and Davis are going to be switching around that on the edge rush as well.
Remember, and these are just because they don't make the 53 doesn't mean they won't make the practice squad. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. I think that's a little low, but
who's yellow down there?
Obata.
Obata. He's not gonna make it because he's on
I
the
think he's
Obata
gonna,
would be
team.
yeah, but I think he
injured.
will make the 53 eventually. But
Man,
we can leave him as red for now.
If he's red, then put KJ Henry as green, in my opinion.
I don't
So
know.
you're
I
saying
think
there'll be
Ridgeway is gonna be the
7?
guy out. Hendry's the defensive end, dog. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, we got a lot of defensive tackles. We got 4 defensive tackles right there.
Man,
These are DNs and DTs. So
I think defensive tackles, John Allen Payne. I think it's going to be Newton, and then you got Ridgeway or Mathis.
That's 5 right there. Ridgeway and Mathis right there.
Yeah, is that what we got? Is that what we got?
Hold on, and he got 5.
Yeah, I think the defensive end is going to be Armstrong, Fowler, Farrell.
We have 7, not 6, Steve.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, sorry, that was before I made Ridgeway green.
That's 7. That's 5
7.
defensive tackles and 2 defensive ends.
That's not enough defensive ends.
But you
That's
know,
not
Fowler
what
and
I'm
Davis
saying.
are going to be backup defensive
KJ
ends.
Henry makes 8, and he makes a 3rd defensive end. Plus, you got Fowler's going to be playing defensive end too.
I think
Davis.
there's going to be 9 on that front 4. That's just me, but I would pencil in Henry and Obata.
Well, Obata would. Okay, then let's make Obata green. They'll give him an injury designation, but he'll make the 53, and then you give it KJ Henry in there, and there's 9.
That's 9.
Man, I don't know.
That's all right, Dev. This is the first time we'll disagree with you. All right, so that's we're running out of spots.
That's what I'm saying. I don't.
That's all right. We'll come back.
I'm looking at the numbers game.
No. We got plenty of spots. We still got 20 spots left.
Man,
For 2.
watch what's going to when we get to safeties and corners.
Okay. Here we go. Real quick for comments. Ben says Madden has Fowler at defensive end. Pittman is garbage. Mathis making it. Ridgeway staying. Obata will be on the international play list, so he will stay. Remember, they can designate one person on the practice squad. 16 and 17 player can be an international player. So,
man, I think it'll be Allen.
Henry
Payne,
makes it.
Ridgeway,
I think that's
Newton,
stack on Brissett. Henry makes it, man.
Mathis.
Newton can play DE and DT, according to Marcus. Obata will be on the 54th. And Ben says that's the truth. So, all right, linebackers. Fowler. Okay.
Yeah.
Fowler, Luvu. Yes.
Every one of them make it except Russell and Walker.
Wagner.
Davis.
McGee's a draft pick. He's getting.
McGee's making it. Davis is making it.
Who didn't dress yesterday from the linebackers?
All of them except Davis. Pittman, Russell, and Walker. Everybody else.
Wagner, McGee.
I think Pittman, Russell, and Walker are out.
Yeah, only Wagner and McGee didn't
Walker
dress yesterday.
I
They were
think
the only
Walker
ones.
gets in. Walker's a draft pick, right?
Walker?
Yeah, it's a draft pick.
Well,
right?
we got 300. We got 303 of our closest friends and family watching. Drop something in the comments. What do you think?
Like and
Walker's
share. Also subscribe.
Like
big
and
dogs.
share. That's right. Well, Mikhail Walker's a 5th-year guy out of Fresno State.
All right, never mind.
So
I just don't know a lot of middle linebackers, but I mean, Luvu and Davis can
Pittman's
also
outta
split
here.
inside.
Pittman, Russell, and Walker
Pittman,
outta
Russell, and
here.
Walker out of here, man. That's the same thing I thought Henry would be out because Davis and Fowler can play where Henry plays.
So we're saying Pittman. Okay. Here you go. Now, once again, this might be something that they shore up after they run out of people. Ben. Okay. You corrected yourself. All right.
Yeah, he meant to say Walker.
Michael says Pittman's another male. Don't say that.
Yeah, that means he's gonna be. It definitely means he's making the team.
Or John Bostic. The most athletic, non-talented linebacker to ever play the game. Okay, so we got linebacker. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 linebackers. So that puts
38.
us at 38 total. Let's see what we got to play with here.
We might
All
have
right.
to come back and add
This is where it's going to get a little
Yeah,
spicy.
we don't. I'm telling you, we got to cut KJ Henry, bro, and
So
Ridgeway.
Forbes is going to
Maybe
make
not
it. That's an obvious. Forbes is on. St.
Sanders
Juice
still on.
is
St.
making it.
Jude is
I
on.
think Davis is on.
Sanders
Big dog.
still is on. You
I
think
Davis is on
Mike
there.
Davis?
Davis
Mike,
starts. I think Mike Davis starts.
who didn't dress yesterday? So from the cornerbacks, Mike Davis, St. Juice did not play or did not start.
Yeah,
Or excuse
I
me,
think
did
those are
not.
your. I
And
think those are your
Forbes.
starters.
So Davis, Davis is okay. That's 4. How many corners are they going to go? Usually you keep 5 or 6 cornerbacks.
Man, I think they like Castro Fields, and he
Quan
won't make it.
Martin. Quan Martin.
Oh, Quan's definitely.
Quan, you got him at corner,
That's
even though he's a
1,
strong
2, 3,
free
4,
safety.
5. I think there's only room for maybe one, but
Quan Martin's a safety.
Quan's both.
Yeah,
plays
they-
both.
on the that's fine. They have him listed as corner or DB.
He's a starting free safety,
Yeah.
but that's cool either way.
Marcus says Hamilton can play linebacker, so he's playing that big
Yeah,
nickel,
like
Buffalo
Hamilton
nickel.
can play outside
Still.
linebacker or strong safety.
Look
Big
at
nickel,
Ben.
hero
Things are
back.
blurry because colors are too bright. Come on, Ben. I'm sorry.
Fatality.
Castro Fields practice enthusiasm will make it. Yeah, enthusiasm.
I think that's it because of the position flex, as Ron Rivera would call it, of Quan Martin. I think that we can stand to take just 5 or 4 corners and him being the guy that can play both. Personally,
Yeah.
Well, let's look at the safeties real quick, and then that might bring us back to the corners.
Okay, so
Butler,
Chin's in.
makes it.
Percy
Reeves
makes it. I'm not
Reeves
going to
is
click
in.
on Forrest. Reeves is in.
Hampton's probably in.
Owens is in.
Owens is making this 53, bro.
Owens. Okay.
And
I think Forrest makes it.
Forrest makes it.
And Hamilton. I think Hamilton makes it.
You mean Hampton?
Yeah, Hampton. Yeah. I don't want to say Hampton. I think he does. I don't know. That's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a close one.
Yeah, he's a rookie. He was
And they
drafted,
him.
so I think they keep him. So
gonna be a hard
1,
one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Let's just see where we are now. 6 here, and 3 there. That's 9.
5 corners.
And then
5
1.
corners right now.
All right.
We're over for sure. I mean,
No, we're under.
So 11. That's 14, right? It's 14 total. 6 and 3 is 9. Yeah, 14.
We're under.
14.
Hold on, though. Didn't we already count the special teamers?
No.
I don't think so.
Hold on, let's do the math.
We can count 'em.
15,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
24,
7, 8,
33, 38, 43, 49, 52.
52. Look at us, man.
Wow.
1 to spare. 1 to
Michael
spare.
Wiley. Michael Wiley.
No, go down. Who's at the bottom right? Run the star work.
Obata. We already counted them, so.
I think it'll be
Hold up. Start
Michael
with
Wiley.
start with the guys who are over here on the cornerbacks and safeties first.
I think it could, Castro Fields might get it, dog, or Pierre.
Castro could. I feel Castro is probably on the bubble there.
But I think if that's the case, they take John Baptiste, man.
I think first off, I think these 3, Kubu Kelly, Pierre. I think they're toast.
I think they could. They might keep John Baptiste, bro.
What do you mean,
And that 50, that extra guy, they might take John Baptiste.
No,
Jean
I think it's
Baptiste.
Michael Wiley, buddy. Michael Wiley's been the back that has actually done something with these second teamers.
Well,
sure
you
that
know what?
math's right.
Javonte John Baptiste was a draft pick, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's
He was a
probably where we
7th rounder. He was like the last. He was him and Hampton
probably
were
where
last-
we messed up, though. Probably where we messed up. Ben says, "Drop Driscoll and keep Wiley." With the style our quarterbacks play, with the potential of Jaden running and getting hurt, I just think you need 3, man.
I think Cass is third running back, though.
I think you need. I think Wiley.
That's
is your-
fine, Debbie. Still counts.
We already
as
have Kaz
53.
making this.
But
I
we
think
just- we
Wiley
just
makes
haven't
it.
here.
There's your 53.
You might be right. I just don't know, man.
They're just finding ways to see. I mean, Ben, how many times we've lived through
Maybe
the
you're
era of 3 quarterbacks? I mean, like I said, the Browns went through 5 last year. We have a style of play with cornerbacks running the RPO that I just feel that you need that insurance policy of an extra quarterback between Daniels and Mariota. And Driscoll got wheels, man. He's mobile. He can run the playbook. Why would you risk him hitting the waiver wire and disappearing?
Because but you don't
how do you rely on
about
Mariota? We don't know what Mariota can do.
Well, you pay Mariota guaranteed $10 million. So
$8 million, I thought. Either way. All right,
Yeah.
Phil, I'll concede to you. We said Wiley makes it. That's 53.
Well, that's what we told Ref the District.
That
You
is,
gotta be consistent.
you know what? That's true. But things can change. Okay, so we'll say Whiteside and Woods. You get the call from Adam Peters. Castro Fields, I think they bring you back somehow. I also think Anusium ends up seeing the fields somehow as well before the season's over. Definitely practice squad material. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is our final 53.
Do you think here's an idea? Do you think we keep one of these corners that we haven't read and Forrest gets cut?
No, I think that
Because Forrest has apparently kind of been in the doghouse a little bit.
I think Abada gets that designation till the 27th or whatever, that injury designation, and then we keep Castro Fields instead.
Yeah.
I honestly think that's probably what they're going to do. But yeah, there's a chance that Forrest gets out of there, man. But
Jimmy's right. It has to be Wiley. I just can't see us having two running backs. That's what I try to tell you, Dave. I don't see two running. It's always three. It's always
they turned
three.
what's name to a running back, bro.
That's fine but you got to have three. But Kaz gives you special teams. He gives you wide receiver, and he gives you running backs. Dare I say the Ron Rivera position flex phraseology.
What?
I get it though.
But Deluxe says Noah's been on backup nickel. Abada's on pup and doesn't count. Yeah, I didn't want to get. We didn't want to get too complicated with the new IR rules. I know it's new, it's difficult, but just for the simplicity's sake, I didn't want to. We were just trying to keep it simple. But Deluxe has a point, and we are probably wrong when it comes to that IR designation. But that's okay.
If
Marcus
Abada
believes
goes out, it's probably Castro Fields or a receiver.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Abada will get that designation, and it will be someone else, Castro Fields or
Drax Santa Tremaine or someone.
Or Tremaine, probably Tremaine, Bryson Tremaine, but he'll probably be a practice squad. Okay, and so that's our final 53. I think we did a pretty good job mapping this out as best as we could. Anyways, this is tough, but so listen. By noon tomorrow, the team will have these roster cuts made. So by the end of the day tomorrow, we'll know who made the final 53, who's been on practice squad, who else are they going to try to go after, and we'll see how that. Remember, they can keep 16 on the practice squad, one international player. We'll see how it all fleshes out, and then they're not done. You could also be jockeying for some people. Like I said, we're number 2 on the waiver wire, so who knows what they'll actually do. But yeah, Ben Harlow, #Clint. We will be giving away a signed Clinton Portis jersey. We'll do that the week of the pre-game Thursday podcast before the home opener, before the first game of the season. What I think we'll also do at that next podcast. So today is Tuesday. Not sure what we'll do for Thursday. If we'll have one Thursday, we probably will do a record. Maybe we could do some record predictions. Now that we know the final roster, we can revisit what we said previously. And once we know the final 53, maybe we can revisit the schedule and see where we're going to sit that way. So that's probably be on the agenda for Thursday. And then after that, who knows? Monday is Labor Day. Not sure we're going to do a podcast on Labor Day, but the Thursday we'll definitely be doing, because that'll be our pregame for the home opener, because you know what? Football is here, baby. It is back. It's exciting. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for the preseason to be over so we can actually get into it. And, man, it's here, man. I just want to go. I just want to go to Tampa on Sunday, 4:25, and just get down to football, man. See Baker Mayfield and old Mike Evans get at it. But a couple new folks in here. Gary Hartridge, what's up, Gary? Thanks for tuning in. Says Kaz doesn't make this team. He has no superpower. I agree with you, but they are forcing Kaz Allen down our throats in every way possible. So that's why I think we made the deduction that they're just trying to find a way to get him on this team.
I also think that they're gonna. He's one of the candidates that could actually be waived if we pull somebody else off the waiver wire.
Yeah, I don't think they're attached.
I think receiver is a spot we do pull from the waiver wire potentially.
Yeah,
and that will make I think Kaz expendable. I think that he's the last receiver and the last running back.
Yeah. But if you're double counting him as a running back, it's
Yeah.
probably important. He does do punt returns, does do kick returns. So I don't know. We got about 350 people in here watching this total, man. Flip over to YouTube. Please hit that like button for us. That would be greatly appreciated, man. We got
It would be
only got
awesome.
20 folks over here now on YouTube, but 341 total watching. But yeah, that's it for our final 53, man. I think that was fun. That was a good exercise in futility, for a lack of a better term. That was good stuff. But yeah, man, you know how we like to close it down here on Command This. We always end it with the good vibes, and we always end it with the positivity.
And you're underwater there, Dev or Steve. All right, so I said I'm coming in clear, so let's talk positivity.
Yes, you got it.
I went to Philadelphia this weekend, and I am here, and I'm alive. That's a positive.
You didn't get hit. You didn't get hit by batteries, or
Actually, no, it was cool. So, funny story. I didn't get hit by batteries, right? There was a block party that was going on. Not a block party, but it was like a party. There was parties at the house on one side of our Airbnb and the other side. Like, it was funny. This house, if you saw it, you'd be like, this is an Airbnb. It was literally like in the middle of just some, not slum neighborhood, but getting there neighborhood. But it had one of those nice little urban oasis kind of deals in the back, everything. It's a nice place. But I did have an encounter with a family of raccoons, in all places, downtown Philadelphia, West Philadelphia, born and raised. And I was trying to figure out, they had these like string lights, but one of them wasn't coming on. I was like, why is this coming on? So I'm like trying to figure it out. And all of a sudden I hear this noise, and I look up, and with one hand on the string and the other one holding himself on there is a raccoon staring at me from like 4 feet away. And he's starting to like lean forward. And I'm like leaning back. So I'm like, fuck no, I'm not about to get attacked by a raccoon in Philly, right? So I run back in there. I'm like, yo, we got raccoons out here. So we come back out later. Everything's cool. So we roll up a little something, got a little drink, playing some Uno outside. And some of the people go in, and me and my chick are sitting there, and all of a sudden we hear this noise. I said, raccoon's back. She goes, what? I stood up and looked right above us on the fence.
There he was.
There was another raccoon, and it was staring down. And then the dumbass couldn't figure out how to get down from up top. It was like about a 11 foot high fence. And then L-shaped down to about a 7-foot fence. And this thing's trying to figure out how to get down. Eventually it does, but it was definitely messing up the lights. And then they're running around on the pergola, and then my chick's throwing bagel pieces out. I'm like, why are you feeding the animals? But whatever. Anyway, so I had an encounter with Philadelphia raccoons.
Nice.
You know what? Since we're nation's capital, and we are, the symbol of the nation is the bald eagle. We should be the Eagles. If we're going to do a name change, we should be the Eagles. And the Philadelphia can be the raccoons. Because raccoons are trash pandas. And Philadelphia is a trash city. So why not?
I think Washington Pandas would be pretty dope.
Actually, I will say this, though. It was pretty cool. We went to a concert. We went to they had a Chinese Lantern Festival going on. And I got some awesome video of that. That was really cool. It was in some park. I can't remember where it was. But yeah, it was all done. It was a good trip. I came back. Like I said, I got no bullet holes in me or nothing. No, I didn't get caught up in any riots. So,
what about the Washington Minotaurs?
What is this? Onward. Ben Harlow says positivity. Trey Lance do 5 interceptions. So Trey Lance opened up the game with a crazy 40-yard RPO run. People are like, "Oh man,
what would impress me? A 46-yard touchdown pass. Wow, that would impress. Show me that highlight."
Well, he did do that, but then he proceeded to throw 5 interceptions. And then they were like, "Oh, it was crazy." Jordan Wickline, what's up, Jordan? I think this is the first time we interacted with you, man. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it. Hit that like button for us. When does the waiver wire start? So the waiver wire starts tomorrow by 4 p.m. The teams have to get their rosters down to 53, and so anyone who does not get put on the 53, and if they've accrued that what they call it less than 4 seasons accrued, they get put on the waiver wire and become unrestricted free agents. So basically, you got to play 6 games or more to get on the waiver wire, and then you have till noon on Wednesday. There's going to be a list that comes out tomorrow night. All the teams are going to get the list. Here's all the players available on the waiver wire, and then teams are going to submit their submissions. If you play fantasy football, depending on what order of the waiver wire you are in, you get to pick. We have the second order in the waiver wire, so we should have the pick of the litter from all the people that gets cut. We will get someone. I guarantee we will get someone. Who that is, I don't know, but that's how it works. So Wednesday at noon is when we'll find out, generically speaking, that's when teams submit their waiver claims, who will get off the waiver wire. So that's how it works, big dog. And I don't know, man. We'll see what happens in there. So I just know we are second in the waiver wire. That's exciting. I don't know if that's just linked to our poor record schedule, but yes, Jordan says the Philadelphia Balboas. That's right. Yeah, I mean, we ain't big Philly fans over here, but yeah, peace out, Ben. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. There's a big old crowd tonight, man. This was fun. We'll be back Thursday, probably to take my glasses off tonight, finish up with you guys. We'll probably do a revisit the records and revisit what they actually did for the 53 compared to what we did. We'll compare it to what the team selected to what we have tonight. So we'll see how wrong we are. And then we'll watch Dev predict us to go 13-4 again on Thursday. And then he'll also say we'll go 4-13 somehow. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, man. Love each and every one of you guys. Like I said before, you guys keep this chat going, man. You guys keep this stream going. This is amazing. And we couldn't do this without y'all, straight up. For real. But it's been fun. Fellas, any closing words, parting shots before we say goodbye and farewell? Nothing.
I got nothing. It's another great night. Looking forward to Thursday when we're going to have the draft.
That's right. Thursday night is our fantasy football draft. We'll be in here. It's kind of weird. So I'm going to be broadcasting the draft, but you can't log into your phone and on the computer. So when it's time for me to draft, I'm going to have to go through and you're going to see my screen. So it'll be interesting. But either way, our fantasy football draft for our fantasy football group is Thursday. And then, we'll go from there. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Love you guys. As always, peace. Inhale. We out.